everybody. I am showing you the pails that I made for swap on Two Peas in a Bucket. And I wanted to show this on my YouTube because I did something kind of different. Normally with altered pails, you use paper or whatnot to decorate the outside, and I've always had a problem with the Mod Podge. I just think it looks tacky and it wrinkles up everything, not getting all the paper on straight and then having to do with the holes, and it was just a pain in the rear and a big mess. So what I decided to try was using canvas, and forgive my scrap of table, it's an absolute mess. You can see this is actually canvas. It's material. So I went ahead and I created my piece. It's almost 7.5 inches. It's just a little bit shy of 7.5 inches. And I did the seams on the top, a 1/4 inch down. Didn't do seams on the edges because I didn't want to add any kind of bulk, because I found that when you do the edges with no bulk, it blends in really, really nicely when you're doing your decorations, and you really don't have to hide it with anything. So I really liked how that turned out. The holes were really easy to do. I just, cut them and then stick them on there. That one I messed up a little bit, but thankfully ribbon will wonderfully hide that. This is a better shot of that, and I start from the inside and then I just go out to this edge. And what's really nice is, because it's material, it stretches. So when you do that, it stretches itself over the hole, so you don't have any gaps or anything else. Like I said, the other one I cut a little bit too high, so unfortunately that has a little bit of a gap on the top, but that can get hidden fairly decently with the ribbons and everything when I put them on the handle, once I get the handle in. This is just a standard 1-gallon paint bucket. And like I said, I'm not doing too much embellishment wise to the outside, because like I said, it really does hold out by itself, and it doesn't need to be embellished that much. I did use some paper like this, and then I backed it, and then of course stickled it, because I just cannot live without stickles. Did some nice toile, or tulle, however you want to pronounce it, sorry. And then the bottom, I'm really, 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 really happy with this. I wanted to create a ruffle. I wasn't sure how to do anything with tulle, and I'm not a wonderful, fantastic, phenomenal sewer. So I went online to try and find a way to do this, and all the suggestions honestly sucked. So I went ahead and came up with something on my own. I'll show you an example. This is one that I did that is in a different color. It's a spider web tool, which is really, really cool. I went ahead and I cut it. I think this one is 6 inches wide. Yeah, 6 inches wide, and then I folded over 2 inches of actually I lied. It's about 1.5 inches here, and then what I did was on the edge. Oops, I'm like not focusing my camera, sorry. On the edge of this, I sewed it in a straight line as close to that edge as possible. I left maybe 1/8 of an inch. And then once I did that whole straight line, I went back on the opposite side of it. I put about, let's see, 3/8, almost 1/2 inch of a gap, because I have a 1/4 inch elastic band that runs on the inside of this. I didn't put the elastic band in there before I sewed it. I actually fed that through after all the sewing was done. And then what that did was that created this little extra ruffle on the top, which creates this little feathering here, which is kind of cool. And it turned out really, really cute. I was really happy with it. It looks kind of like a little tutu skirt, or just sits down really nice as a nice lace piece on the bottom. So again, I'm really happy with how this turned out. I did the tulle and the ribbon ties on the top to kind of give it just some funkiness. Another thing that I did here, which is kind of neat, I took, Martha Stewart had little acetate embellishments that were self-adhesive, and I just went ahead and stuck the same two on the back of each other. Aha! And punched my hole and put it on some chain to add just little, little things here and there. And then, of course, I did another piece on the back. And again, this is the Apothecary line from Echo Park. Very vintage, very worn look to it, which is really cool. I still have to do the top. I haven't quite decided what I'm going to do with that yet. That is in work, but it will be completed before Monday. And then to go with that piece, I also created a smaller one. This is it's not the half gallon, it's smaller than that. I want to say it's the pint, give or take, I'm not sure. But these two are both, the 2 pails that I got from Lowe's, and they only have these two in metal. So, whatever size that is, it's somewhere in there. Again, this is the Apothecary line. What I did was I went ahead and did embossing on the edges. Of course, I stickled the stickers because a plain sticker just doesn't go well in my book. And then, I put my ribbon and everything around the line. On the top turned out really cute. I haven't put my candy in there yet, so this isn't all the way down, and this will scrunch up nice and high. When this actually goes all the way in, it'll push it, you can see it kind of push it up like that. The reason is because there's candy going in this, which, hey, it fits. All I did was I used a coffee filter, and I distressed that with the Tim Holtz distressing ink, and a nice little dauber. I put a thing of tulle underneath and a thing of tulle on top just to give it that kind of spidery type feel. And then that will all get hammered down once I get the candy inside, and then that will be the candy jar to the gift jar, which will be this. Again, I was really, really happy with how this one turned out. I don't know how I did the bow as nice as I did, which is really funny because I suck at doing bows. But that turned out really cute. It is a little bit more whimsical than I was hoping to do, but like I said, I'm really happy with the results. I hope my partner is too, because I know she wanted a little bit more adult themed with this line, but this is kind of where my brain went, and I think it turned out really cute. So I hope you like it. I may go back in and add a little bit of crystals just to accent some things up in a little bit. I just haven't found them in my stash yet. So once I find my heat setter for my crystals, I will probably go ahead and do that. So thank you for watching, and I hope you liked my altered paint can. Have a good day.